Morning. What's up, guys? Welcome. I'm your FieldersChoice.com MLB DFS Daily Hit and Run Show. Pete Cole here, solo on a Tuesday. I apologize, first of all, for yesterday. Our show got canceled yesterday. Long story short, I locked myself out of my car. I have an electric car, a Chevy Volt, my daughter's car, actually, and it doesn't even have automatic locks, but somehow when I unplugged it, and then went to the gas station, and next thing I know, the keys are in the car locked in 100-degree weather. So we had to cancel. But we're back today, so apologize for yesterday. Good weekend of MLB. Fairly good night last night. Cash was probably because I didn't have a show. My cash line was like half a point. Actually, it bubbled. Was a cash on some cash lines. And other ones, it was like borderline, but whatever. Good GBP night, though. Some pretty decent lineups. But we will rock tonight because we're having a show. Anybody that's on, throw comments in there, please. Once again, your FieldersChoice.com, $25 a month, all sports included, first 2 months. What else we got going on? It's good day yesterday for MLB. O'Neal Cruz made his debut. We've been waiting for that for so long. He had a rough little spell in AAA and finally made it back up here. Great debut. Yankees, first team hit 50 wins on the season. Big game by Garrett Cole. What else we had? We had talking about Cruz. Dodgers got Trace Thompson back. A big move. Obviously, Mookie Betts may be out, which we think may be longer than expected. So, but Trace Thompson, Clay Thompson's brother, is back. I didn't even realize he was with the Tigers. That shows how much I actually know some of this stuff. And I guess that's it. So, big slate tonight. And over anybody new, check out Discord. Discord.gg/yourfielderschoice.com, something like that. And my camera is going crazy today for some reason. Just looking at our Discord, winning lineups. It seems like everybody's been doing well. Our golf article, actually, I'll have that posted after the show. Wes is on that. We're hoping to have a golf show today if possible. What else we have out there? There's not that many sports going on here, huh? Pretty much all MLB. Good thing that MLB's been crushing. USFL did good this weekend, I see. Formula One, we got some winners there. Got some golf winners as usual. But let's crush MLB tonight. Big slate. It's a 13 games, I think. And let's just get rolling on it. Weather, I don't see much weather right now. Nothing that's crazy. Let's go to Vegas. Right now, Vegas, we have, is anybody all this? We still don't have any odds for, let me see, Nationals, Orioles, Yankees, Rays. And man, that Rays lineup is going to be crap. Kevin Kiermaier's on the IL now. Somebody else just went on the IL. Manuel Margot just went on the IL. So Rays lineup is weak. So without those two games right now, the highest implied team is going to be the Red Sox, 5.7, the highest implied against Detroit. I think it's Bo Brisky going, right? Then Atlanta, 5.5. In Atlanta, looks like a really good hitting environment tonight in Truist Park, 5.5. And then we get the Twins, 5.2 runs. And then two other teams over 5, Pittsburgh and Anaheim. So what am I missing here with the Cardinals only a 4.9 implied? They open at 4.2, so they did make the jump to 4.9. But they're going up against Chichi Gonzalez, who's like a member of our YFC Gas Can Hall of Fame, definitely. Am I missing something here? So anybody in chat, throw that out there. I'm thinking right now, I'm looking at the Cards as like one of the top stacks on a slate. But I said no weather, just pretty much heat. Pitching. Let's go to pitching. And see, when I first looked at the slate, I first looked at Nestor Cortez. Nestor's my guy. And I was like, man, Cortez is, I got to pull up his, Cortez, 10-4 on DK, 10-5 on FanDuel. Very high price. But it's Nasty Nestor, and He is going up against the Rays right now, the second highest K rate on the slate. It's a left-handed pitch at 25.5%. So it's a lot of money. But when you look at this lineup that the Rays projected to put out there tonight, it's not good. We're probably looking at Yanni Diaz probably leading off, Hill Ramirez who gets platoon, Choi, Arozarena, and then all the way down from there, Brujan, who just hasn't learned how to hit yet, Paredes, Francisco Mejia, Taylor Walls, Brett Phillips. Some of these guys are serviceable guys, but this is not a good lineup. The only thing that worries me about Cortez is he has took a little drop though. So he's over his last 5 starts, he's only got 6.8 K per 9. Once again, looking at this Rays lineup, he may turn around, and I had him as GPP earlier. He may turn around and actually be one of the top arms if you can afford him. I don't think it's a play you have to go to though. I think Cortez is more of a play, probably still is more of a GPP play, but he could end up if he gets those strikeouts back rolling again. Cortez could end up as our by far top arm. Okay, so still I think GPP. So who is like our top? Oh, good. We got ownership. We got some ownership out here too. So who is going to be like our top cash arm? So let's take cash first. I'm thinking right now Cortez and Sean Manaea. So Cortez is showing some higher ownership than I thought. I think Manaea is more of a cash play today. San Diego going up against Arizona. Big discount. His $1,400 on DK from Cortez. Based in Arizona, 22% K rate to left-handed pitching. He's got 122 team ISO. Manaea's coming off a bad start though against the Cubbies. Gave up 2 bombs, 5 earned runs, but still having a pretty decent season. So she would see that 9.4 K per 9. So I'm thinking Manaea right now is probably the chalk cash play. It's looking like Manaea Cortez, really. This is not a really good pitching slate, not like we had last night. That's why I hate to miss the show. But okay, so why is our man Spencer Strider? Okay, he's priced up to 8.6, but the kid's been electric. Yes, tough matchup against the Giants. We all know that. Tough part, hitter's part, but the kid's been fired. 286 Sierra over the last month. 14.5 K per 9, 39% K rate for Spencer Strider. So is he cash? I don't like that price, but was where he used to be. Definitely cash. But Giants are striking out. He's borderline cash GPP. So Strider's out there. Another play I really like is Roansy Contreras, but GPP. Contreras is very interesting GBP play tonight. Young kid, pitching for a bad team, but you can't deny a 9.74 K per 9 rate. Going up against the Cubbies. Cubbies striking out 26.4%. 13.1 swing and strike rate. Contreras, great GBP play. Then we got Dylan Cease, GBP play, because tough matchup. But we know Dylan Cease, strikeout pitcher. He's another one that can end up the highest scoring pitcher on a slate. So if you're multi-entering, you want Cease in a lineup somewhere. The thing is, he's going up against Toronto. We've seen Toronto bats are waking up. I actually played Lance Lynn last night for a while. I thought he didn't do bad actually. He had a couple questionable calls. Could have got out of the inning, and it would have been a much bigger night. But now we got Cease going up against Toronto. GBP only. My man Zach Gallen, one of my favorite pitchers, but GBP, but San Diego really. Now without Machado, actually maybe Gallen becomes more in play, right? Who am I missing? Rich Hill. This is getting the Tigers. We're picking the Tigers, right? And he has a high win percentage to win tonight. So I guess Rich Hill. So cash right now. We want to look at ownership. This ownership looking at Yankee Nestor Cortez and Manaea. Man, I'm possibly looking at like a Manaea Strider if I don't go Cortez. Because I want to get some bats in there. We'll see we can come up with some value, and then maybe we can go with a Cortez Manaea, which as of now looks like it may be the popular role. Interesting. Am I missing any other pitchers? Kyle Gibson. I didn't mention Gibson. Not an exciting name, but he gets it done. He's always been one of my favorite pitchers. Texas. We know Texas could lie down on him. He's not going to win a GVP, but he should get enough fantasy points, to get by. Okay. All right. That's it. Pitching. Anybody have any questions? It's a quiet group tonight. Don Day, what's up, man? Yeah. So I guess now we can talk about Marco. Oh no, we got Chi and Marco, right? Yeah, I was gonna get to those two clowns. I shouldn't call Marco clowns. I have Marco on like every season-long team. I'm like a Marco. I'm a Marco whisperer. I play him like 2 or 3 times a year in certain spots, and you always see him come through for me. Tonight's not a spot, but we're picking on Marco Gonzalez and our old friend Chichi Gonzalez, who's now pitching for Milwaukee. I still don't understand why that Cardinals line is low. I just think it's too low. I think it should be mid-5s, in my opinion. But what do I know? Okay, so once again, let's just get through pitching. Nestor and Manea are your two guys. Unless you want to go get a little bit cheaper, go Manea, Strider. So good GVP calls we got are Dylan Cease because of strikeouts. Roansy Contreras can be really sneaky tonight. We mentioned Rich Hill because it's a Tigers chance of a win, getting a win points. And who else? I mentioned Kyle Gibson. I guess that's it, right? So everybody I'm even look. I didn't mention Kevin Gausman, but man, he's just not pitching well. I watched his last 2 starts, and it just seemed like he was tipping pitches. The announcers were talking about it. He's seeing crazy hard contact now. And he's walking people. I can't play Gausman, but GPPs, of course, multi-entering could be a bounce back spot at a low ownership against the White Sox, right? On the road, I believe. I think they're right there on the road. They're at the White Sox. So GBP only. I like this Roansy Contreras kid. I really do. I'm not saying don't play him in cash. Do not do that. But I think Contreras is in a good sneaky spot. Play Roansy Contreras. He's like the cheapest I'd probably go. James Caprillion at 5.5, I guess, is a little bit interesting in Seattle. But we get some gas cans in this slate. Jordan Lyles, who I think has always been a gas can. Marco against Oakland. I didn't dig into Marco like I should have so far, but now it is Oakland. But we're definitely going to pick on Chichi. Bo Brisky, gas can. Martin Perez, I go and pick him up in a bunch of teams. Now all of a sudden he's like doing a nosedive on me, right? He had a bad game against Detroit last game. It was Detroit. All right, that's enough pitching. Unless you guys have any questions. Yeah, as I mentioned, Martin Perez, Don Davis throws it up there. And he did have I guess it was a good start last game against Detroit. The game before they got bombed. All right, anybody else? Let's go to catching. Big slate. Got a couple big bats up top. Salvi and Wilson Contreras. I probably lean Wilson. He just keeps trying to hit the ball. 320 average, 6 homers, 12 ribbies over his last 20 games. And big spot against our guy Roansy Contreras. No relation, I don't believe, against Roansy Contreras. I do like Roansy, but I think Wilson Contreras is a great spot. Going to, if you have the money, don't like Wilson, Salvi Perez. He's got that platoon matchup against Reed Detmers. Salvi did have a good game yesterday. I think he had a bomb last night, right? Yep, bomb 2 ribbies. Wilson's hitting better overall the last couple weeks, 3 or 4 weeks. But Salvi, good spot. Bat and cleanup probably. Splits advantage over Reed Detmers. You want to go down a little bit. MJ Melendez. MJ Melendez is a limited sample size, but good reverse split hitter. Check this out. 333 ISO, 490 WOBA, 389 average on that lefty reverse. There's nothing wrong with that against Reed Detmers. Too cheap now. I see Melendez is back to catcher only on. No, wait, never mind. He is catcher outfield. Is he? Why am I thought I saw earlier he's only catcher only. Because I remember being annoyed about that. I was thinking about playing both of those guys in stack. No, he's outfield. Okay. Who else we got? Sneaky play. I mean, it's not sneaky. 2K guy, Andrew Kinzer, mainly business Chichi. Can do that. You know, cheap card, the Cardinal stack. Probably my favorite cheapo, Yan Gomez against Contreras. If he gets in. Not much. I'm probably going to pay up, or I'm going to go, pay up or go to Melendez. Travis Denard, Descaffiani. I just butchered it. Descaffiani. I always get this wrong for years. He is making his first start since April, going up against Atlanta in Truist. So Denard maybe in play. Maybe JT against Perez, the righty lefty. For GPPs. Kirk against Cease, GPP only. That's catching. You're getting ahead of me, Hot Rod, on Brad Miller. But I didn't catch that GP. I didn't catch that BVP. I went through most positions. All right, well, we'll look for that one. So there's really no BVP at catching anything worthwhile. Okay, first base. Murphy GVP, of course. Yep, against Marco. First base. First of all, Eric Hosmer hits Zach Gallen. Not 4 for 9, 1 bomb. Goldie hits Chi-Chi. Probably my top first baseman, 4 for 11. Wait, are the Dodgers playing early? Dodgers playing early, right? Is that why I'm not? Yeah. The stupid Cincinnati stuff at 6:40. All right. So Goldie is my top play at first base by a mile. If you don't like Goldie, though, I think Matt Olson's a good spot. Not hitting home runs yet, but Olson's got a great matchup, lefty righty against Desco. That's why I call him Desco, so that's what we're gonna call him. So spot can't also Rice Hoskins is just totally raking the ball still. 380 over the last 7 days. 385. 338 over the last 20 games. Platoon advantage over Martin Perez, like Hoskins. And then I think I'm curious about his ownership here is what about this Yepes kid for the Cardinals? Maybe he's not going to see any ownership. I was thinking he would. 3-1. I think he's dirt minimum on FanDuel against Chi-Chi. So Juan Yepes at 3-1. Should have been Millie order. Like him, Jared Walsh gets a righty. Always play Walsh against righties. Always GPP play. Great GPP play. Like Hunter Dozier. And here's another one is Alex Kirilloff. We can play. I'll probably end up with Kirilloff in the outfield. But Kirilloff 2-2. Don't sleep on Alex Kirilloff tonight, who was crushing in the minors and has last couple of good games here since he's been back up. First base is loaded. Spencer Torkelson starting to hit. Is Trey Mancini? I'm seeing crazy good projections on Mancini, but isn't Mancini hurting? He hasn't played a couple games, right? So the play to me is definitely, to me, Goldie. Dan Vogelbach's got great right now. Right now, I have Vogelbach. No, never mind. That's ownership. So right now, Vogelbach is right now the highest projected first baseman. 2.5 against Swarmer. I'm probably paying up at first base. To me, it's like a Goldie, Ohtani, something like that. Alonso was kind of a little bit of a slump, but still Vlad, righty against Cease, so he could lose one. Hoskins, but I'm paying up for a guy like Goldie tonight. But definitely, I guess, just know that Vogelbach's going to be popular with the platoon against Swarmer. And then I think Juan Yepes is a really sneaky play. Okay. You guys have got my head spin now. I'm looking at all these GBPs you guys are pulling up, or BVPs. I'm thinking ahead to outfield. All right, first base good. Second base. Let's go to second. Tony Kemp, 5 for 13, 385 batting average. I sound like these BBP nerds now, but Semien hits Gibson decently, 6 for 20, home run. Ketel Marte hits Manea. Nothing crazy. So, what are we looking at second base? Who's the pay up? Who's the popular play? If we're gonna look at ownership's probably gonna be Altuve. Altuve against Williams. Ready. 5-6. I'm probably not paying up for that, but he's gonna be the popular play. He's gonna be a chalky play. Why am I not going Altuve? Because I think there's a lot of I think there's some really decent second baseman. Jake Cronenworth. Jake Cronenworth is crushing. If I'm gonna pay 5-6 for Altuve, I'm paying extra $400 for Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth's always underowned. He's a brand fave. We've been playing Cronenworth since the day he made his debut in that COVID year. But smoking 377 over his last 20 games. 377. 4 homers, 22 ribbies. He's hitting 500 over the last week. And he's got 7 double-digit fantasy point gains out of his last 8. Cronenworth's a top play there, to me, by far. Wait, what am I missing? Yeah, why? I'm not seeing Cronenworth even in projections now. I don't know, but he's the play. Get Zach Gallen. I'm a Zach Gallen guy, but still. Semien's got BBP against Gibson. Nice price at 4.7. Hit 280 over the last month. He's a little bit of slump. No, I shouldn't say. He had a hit stolen base yesterday, so Semien's good. 4.3, 4.7. So it's gonna be tough to pay that Cronenworth price. Who else do we have? You got Keston at 2,100 against Flaherty. Keston's always popular. He's last couple games 7 DK, 9 DK, and then the one game he had that home run against Cincinnati, right? So he's been hitting, I guess, for you Brewer fans. Scope's only 2.8. Scope had a good game. Was it Saturday? I watched that game. It was Saturday. But I think you probably want to look at these Cardinals again, like a Gorman, Brendan Donovan, who I absolutely love, is only 3.7. Probably Donovan is probably my play at 3.7. Way too cheap against Chichi. Gleyber Torres is only 4K. Gleyber Torres is a decent spot, so I would probably rank them. Ownership's gonna go to Altuve. I'm gonna rank them Cronenworth, Donovan, Semien, maybe like a Story or Gleyber Torres, and then down to Altuve. And now another guy that always goes through the cracks, but he's 4.7 now, is Luis Arias. He's another one. You should be playing him almost every night. Probably 380 over the last 20 games. 405 WOBA, 160 WRC plus. So this guy goes through the cracks every day, Luis Arias. Okay. Hot Rod set top mug Mountcastle. I didn't mention Mountcastle at first base, but yeah, especially for some reason I had Mancini in my mind, but I think Mountcastle is probably, even if Mancini plays, Mountcastle is probably the play. Mountcastle's turned into one hell of a baseball player. He's always a good hitter, but safer play, I guess. Let's just say. All right, that's second base then. Once again, I like Cronenworth. I like Brendan Donovan. I like Semien, Gleyber, Arias. I'm naming every damn second baseman. Nolan Gorman, 3.9. I'll probably play Donovan over Gorman, but I'm probably going to look at maybe Brendan Donovan, and that may be another way to get to a Nestor Manea play. Looking at that Rays lineup, man, you want to play Nestor more and more, I think. All right, let's go around to third base. Why is he going so fast here? Third base. There's the Brad Miller call. Okay. Brad Miller, Kyle Gibson, 8 for 18. Man, it just bothers me. Miller, they pull him as soon as. Is he still third base eligible on DK? I guess we'll see. Josh Smith is back. So maybe Miller is Miller may only be outfield as well, is he? Third base or outfield. But Miller, great GBP. Okay, so I'm not gonna spend all day talking about Brad Miller here. Good GBP at home. Top third base, and here's a couple I like. I like Key Brian Hayes, leading off Pittsburgh. All of a sudden, this Pittsburgh team's it's hitting right when they got O'Neill Cruz down, got a little spunk in their lineup. Sawinski's hitting. Exciting team all of a sudden to ride the little hot wave. Okay, so Key Brian Hayes, not bad. 3,600 DK, 3,000 FanDuel. I actually like that call. I'm not saying he's the top play, but we like him. Ownership, we're looking at Devers over 20% against Brisky, lefty righty. It's gotta be outfield Devers. As a Yankee fan, it's the first time I've actually liked the Red Sox in all these years. 40 years of watching the Yankees and I like Rafael Devers. To me, he's special. So he'll probably be my third base, and I want to pay up for Devers tonight. Not J Ram against Brisky. J Ram against Joe Ryan. I'd rather go Devers against Brisky. Austin Riley, Desco's a righty, right? Yes, Austin Riley gets a righty. Good spot, 5-4. Once again, I'm going to Devers $100 more. Devers is just in a really, really good spot. Once again, you can't go wrong with J-Ram. But then you got Nolan Arenado, 40. So here's the problem. You got Nolan Arenado, 4,800. $600 more. I can't even count here. $700 less than Devers against Chichi. Arenado should be the popular play. I'm surprised right now that projections aren't going that way. He's in a very low projections right now. So Devers, yeah, that's right. I was just gonna say that isn't J-Ram day today too, because I see Macho in some of my projections. I gotta change my projections up. So even though I like Devers, if you can't get to him, you have no problem going Arenado. Watch Speed Williams' game is Chi pitches 6 innings and 1 hit ball or something. And if he does, he does. What are you gonna do? That seems to happen to me more often than not anymore. Okay, value. What are we gonna look at for some value? Key Bryant is probably your value play. My problem with Key Bryant is that OPS is only 700. Don't like that, but he walks a lot. He's got some little speed. Once again, he's not I did a deep dive on him like a month or two ago, and he just is not hitting home runs. He's got weird stats. So, all right, value. Who we looking at for value right now for third base? Probably they got the Duran kid for Texas, right? Play Brendan Dobbin at third. So, if you really want to get like a Cronenworth in who's crushing the ball. A player that nobody's talking about that just continues to hit is Maikel Franco. Another one. Just he's not young. He's been around forever. Matt Duffy's always in decent spot hitting cleanup. How can you go wrong? I got $2,400 in cleanup. He does stink. Josh Donaldson, the bringer of rain. Yeah. Do we have a Tampa pitcher? We have a Tampa pitcher yet. It is Fleming. Okay. Josh Donaldson only 3.9 now. Wow. So maybe he might be a better play than Key Bryan. 260 over the last week. I don't know. Donaldson just isn't getting it done either, really. So I would go on maybe to Ezekiel Duran or Donovan, probably. Matt Chapman, but it's against Cease. Probably stay away from that. There's Brad Miller just popped up for me. So Brad Miller is now over 3K though. He's 3,200 on DK, and he's not hitting at all. But great BBP. Once again, remember, as soon as the lefty comes in, he's usually boom gone. But you can't really ignore that BBP. Okay, so wrap this up. Is to me the play is Devers or Arenado. Devers looking to be the popular play. Devers in a great spot. So is Arenado. Austin Riley, kind of a little alternate there. We said we like Key Bryan, Duran as a value, a little Donaldson. That's really it. Shortstop. D Gregorius, a good BBP. Tommy Edman, decent BBP, but nothing that jumps out. Didi's got 3 home runs, 14 at bats against Martin Perez. So that does mean something. 5 for 14, 357 average, 3 homers, Didi. Sneaky play there. And I bet you nobody's going to be playing him either. Except maybe me. I think it's a good spot there, actually. I like it. Okay, so ownership. Looks like it's going to be Bogarts. It seems like Bogarts, Devers, or it seems like every night now. To me, Bogarts, I play Bogarts a lot, and I'm starting to get frustrated with him. What did he do last night? I didn't play him last night, though. And I think he was an offer. So he's been frustrating. Dansby's stealing bases now. So he's at 370 over the last month, 370, 341 over the last 20 games. Dansby should be played almost every day now, but he's up to 54. But Dansby's a great spot, 5,400. I'm going to play Dansby. You got Edman against Chichi, Damas, Javi Baez. I think it's a decent spot against Rich Hill. I'm probably going to this O'Neal Cruz kid, right? Is he going to have another big game? So maybe play Cruz again. I want to be different one lineup, so I went to the Abrams kid from San Diego and pulled Cruz out of my one lineup. And I think it was in like that 180, and what a mistake. It would have won it. So Baez, good GBP play. Baez is looking better and better, actually. He's struggling, but against lefties, Javi Baez has been a lefty crusher. Career 882 OPS, 130 WRC plus, 368 in that split. Javi Baez against Rich Hill at 3,800 DK, 2,700 FanDuel, good spot. I'd probably play him over Bogarts. So let's rank these guys. If you're looking at ownership, it's going to be Bogarts, and then it looks like Correa. If not, that's right. Cruz can play outfield too, right? And CJ Abrams can play second base. So the way I'm looking at it, to me, Dansby's the top play against Desco. Then Javi Baez. Then, that's right. Seager gets a righty. Seager and play against Gibson. Seager, maybe some Bo Bichette GBP only, but it's Cease. Not hitting again. And Tommy Edman. If we have to go value, it's O'Neal Cruz or Abrams for San Diego. Boom. Dansby Swanson. If he keeps running, I'm going to keep playing him. All right, outfield. Once again, we're not going to name every outfielder on the slate because we'll be here forever. It gets boring. Nick Castellano, 6 for 12, lifetime, 500 against Martin. They must. So once again, this must one of the ones. They must have a big game against Perez here. You had Didi, you had Nicky C, Marcelo Zuna, pretty good history against Desco, 8 for 23, 348, not bad. I was gonna say Margot, but he's out now. He was hitting Nestor, looks like. Okay, so BBPs are Nicky Castellanos, big time, Mark Canna, and Ozuna. Who is like the top outfielder? I have a lot of values in mind. Let's look at the top overall outfielder. If we want to, we're probably going to be able to get one. Is Judge maybe? I mean, Trout had a bad game yesterday, so is Trout going to get right back on it again today? Let's look at ownership, guys. Ownership is come on. Brian Reynolds. I'm looking at Brian Reynolds, Taylor Ward, Soto. Soto's going to fly right under the radar, I think, again, against Jordan Lyles. So Brian Reynolds a 3.8. Taylor Ward has dropped to 3.7 now. What did he do last night? He had a decent game 2 days ago, I know. I watched that. Last night, home run, right? Yeah. So Taylor Ward, yeah, who's hitting again now. So, boom, you played Brian Reynolds and Taylor Ward, but they're going to be popular, though. Both those guys. Great spots. Reynolds, I think, now, all of a sudden we're talking Pirates. I guess we're going to talk a Pirate stack, right? Too cheap. 900 OPS last season. Still has 10 homers this year. So, Reynolds, Taylor Ward, got Jaron Duran, great value. Really he's taking over leadoff for the Red Sox. Still too cheap. You can have an outfield of Duran, Reynolds, Taylor Ward, boom. And you can pitch him. Then you get your Devers. You can even get maybe a Jake Cronenworth. You can get a Goldie in there. I like that. But if that's not crazy enough for you, Jack Swinski, another one that's Pirate stack. If you have to pay up, where we're going to go, and it's probably going to be a Judge, Trout. Kunis hurt me. Cost me some money lately. Nicky Castellanos is cheap enough. So there's really like nobody, to me, there's no must plays in the outfield that pay up for. Maybe a Judge. Judge is in a little bit of a slump right now. I guess I wouldn't call it a slump, but when was the last time he had a home run? He hasn't had a home run now since the 15th. That's 6 days ago. Buxton, to me, Byron Buxton is a GPP play. Always. He's too volatile for me. And Trout, as always. Maybe put Trout in there. Juan Soto. Okay, so, like you said, we're not going to name all these outfielders. How about Cedric Mullins at 46? I always play Cedric Mullins, lefty righty too. Like that play. So my favorite though right now is Taylor Ward, Brian Reynolds, Jaron Duran. And go cheaper other places. That's how I'm looking at the moment. These Cardinal outfielders against Chichi, Yepez, Carlson, Bader, some of those guys. Throw and play. Santander. All right. You guys have any questions on outfielder? Like I said, it's just usually we just try to come up with a value. That's it. Come up with a value play, and we all know the top plays there. So, who is my home run call? Ah, man, I don't know who should it be. I like a lot of guys tonight. I'm liking the slate more and more now. Like the pitching, the pitch is not great, but I like the couple of pitches that we can nail down. I guess to me it's got to be Goldie. Goldie's probably the top overall home run call. If you want to look advanced metrics wise, Prez good spot, Devers good spot for homer. Nicky Castellanos really good spot tonight for $300. Really is. So Nicky Castellanos is my call for home run. 7 on the year. Castellanos. I'm not even sure if he can be my main lineup, and then Jared Walsh, CBP gets a righty. So Castellanos, Walsh, Goldie. You just got to keep on playing Goldie. Jordan Lupo could lose one against Manea with the platoon. Talk about Sawinski. Tio Hernandez. Why not? What do you mean? Tio Hernandez is against Cease. Yeah, Kansas City stacked them last night. I have my highest score of the Kansas City stack last night, actually. When he mentions Michael Harris kid, who's been hitting really well. Well, once again, it's a big slate, so you can name all these guys. Okay, top stacks. Good call, Don Day on a low-owned Royal stack. Obviously, I'm liking Pittsburgh. Making Pittsburgh. Angels. Orioles against Fetty, who's horrible. Said Red Sox against Brisky. Chi-Chi. So the Cardinals. Pirates. So, it was a big slate, though. Pittsburgh, Kansas City, Cardinals, my top stack. O's against Fetty. Angels against Heasley. And that's it. So we have a bunch of bad pitchers and a bunch of decent pitchers going tonight. No elite, no Garrett Coles, no Corbin Burns, anything like that. And I would have been calling Nestor elite, but he's gone down a little bit the last couple games. So I'm curious to see how Nestor pitches tonight against a watered down Tampa lineup. Okay, that's pretty much it. Any questions? It's been all day. I will be in Discord more. I'm doing a lot of research today on this slate. So I'm only like half done. I only got to like second base really hard, but we picked up some good plays here on the show. And that's it. Back tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Back tomorrow, same time. I'm assuming tomorrow's a split slate like always. And I guess that's it. Thanks for you guys that were on here live. Hot Rod 1995, Don Day, you guys. Thank you for jumping in. Appreciate it. Don just say Cruz, Duran, Ward of GPP. I may be looking at Duran and Ward of my cash game with Brian Reynolds. I got them in my mind right now, so I got to get them in one lineup at least because I'll go be ticked if they go off. All right, 10:45 Eastern time, Tampa time. We are out of here, dude.